everybody, it's me, Shell360, and we got a missing package in the mail. This is a package that I was expecting to come to me. Oh no, lies. Oh no, I feel terrible. I feel completely awful. Okay. I totally mislabeled this live. I will have to rename this live in when this live is over. Oh my gosh. Why did I not see that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey everybody, it's me, Shell360. I totally fucked up my intro. I totally fucked up everything. I saw this sitting in front of my home and I really thought that this was a missing package, right? Because I ordered something from eBay. It should have been around this size. And I'm like, okay, it's finally here. It's been a while, right? No, this is something even better. I mean, I still want my missing package. Don't get it fucked up. I want it. But this is from Jazzy, which means that this is my Shinee photo book. So that's why I said I'm gonna have to rename this live later in post. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm not a YouTuber. You know me. I'm just out here doing goofy shit. Anyway, so if you have not watched Meg's channel, I don't know why you don't subscribe to her. She's fantastic. Meg R has a YouTube channel here, and she approached the issues we had with trying to get this Shinee photo book. So I feel kind of bad recapping, but I'm going to anyway because I feel like it needs to be said 1,000 times over. SM, why don't you fuck with international friends? Nope, not answering restricted calls. Anyway, SM, how come you don't fuck with restricted? That confused me. How come you don't fuck with international fans? So SM made this super beautiful, fantastic photo book. And I saw it on the timeline and was like, I cannot fucking wait to get this thing. It looks glorious. It obviously was photographed before everybody went to the military. I need it in my life because Shinee doesn't have that many photo books. Honestly, Shinee has their Barcelona photo book, which was Onu, Key, and Taemin. They have their day and night photo book, and then they have the photo book from the Shinee Vacation. So those are the only photo books that Shinee has. They don't have any other photo books at all. So this is special because this is the first photo book, like strictly photo book, that they've done for Shinee in literally years, and it's the first OT4 photo book that they've done for Shinee. So yeah, I had to have it. And I saw where it was like one of those things that, sorry about that guys, right outside my door, it sounded like somebody had dropped like a bunch of keys or metal or something, so it kind of shocked me, but I think we can go back to talking. Anywhoots, so Shinee, back to their greatness. So I saw where it said that international fans would be able to get it if they had the ACE membership. I don't have the ACE membership, but Jazzy did. So I immediately messaged Jazzy and was like, hey, are you going to be getting this? Because I'm willing to do a group order with you because this is the thing we all want. I think I also messaged Meg and was like, hey, do you want to do a group order with Jazzy? We'll all order together and we'll get this photo book. And the price was fairly reasonable. I think the price was like $44, which is not bad for a photo book. So we're all thinking, yes, we're in the clear. This is going to happen. Yay for us. Then SM decides to play fucking reindeer games with the international ACE members. So the photo book was not available when they said it was going to be available for ACE members to order. They actually delayed giving the link to people for, I want to say it was either 2 or 3 days. It was a while. Then when they finally made the link available, they didn't extend the amount of time that the photo book would be available for ACE members to order. Not only that, but the shipping on this photo book, real talk, the highest shipping I've ever seen for anything that Shinee has put out. Anything. And I'm talking the day and night photo books. I'm talking the fucking season's greetings. I've never bought anything that the shipping was this high. The shipping for this thing was more than the photo book. If you bought just one photo book by itself with your ACE membership using the website that they had for people to order, this photo book was almost $100. That is ridiculous. The photo book was $40, the shipping was $60. So doing it in a group order was the best way to get it done. Meg was really concerned about whether or not she was going to be able to get hers on time, so she ended up ordering it from eBay, which come through great music. You're the fucking best. But I went ahead and I went in with Jazzy because I trust her. She's a great group order leader. She's also a friend. So I've put my faith in her, and she has come through, and now we have this going on, this huge freaking photo book. Now, I'm going to be quite honest with you. This photo book is heavy. I think that when Jazzy waited to send it to me, because she got them all DHL to her home, and then she's like spread them out to the people who ordered with her. This thing was 4 pounds. So this is not light. It is a brick. It is possibly a weapon. But oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Okay, so it's called Shinee Into the Light, right? And it is luminescent. Like pearl aqua green is their color. And I don't know if you can tell. Can you see it on camera? It shines. It shines. That's gorgeous. I still think $60 is too much shipping for this. I stand by what I said. $60, even if it is 4 pounds, that's too much. I had a box that I got shipped to me from Japan via DHL, and that box had like the EXO photo books and a bunch of CDs and everything else. That box cost me $88 to ship. So for $28 more, we're talking another 20 pounds. That's ridiculous. So I think that, yes, the weight is part of it, but I think the other part is people be scamming. But anyway, size, so everybody knows. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's kind of a little bit purpley at the bottom, and it's more of the pearl aqua green on the top. This is fantastic. This is really fantastic. I definitely got my money's worth. I think by the time we did the group order and averaged it out and got the diminished shipping because of the multiple orders, I think it ended up being close to $80, which is still a lot of money. I'm not even going to pretend like that's nothing. That's a lot of money, at least to me. Some of y'all out there might be more fortunate than me, and $80 is nothing. You burn that in a week, a weekend, whatever else. $80 is a lot of money to me. Just being completely honest with you. $80 is a grip. $80 is like my utility bills in the winter. $80 is maybe between 3 and 4 tanks of gas, depending on how low I let it go. So it's not a cheap amount to me by any stretch of the imagination. I'm very grateful that I was in a position to where I actually could buy this, but I do not take it for granted that not everybody can do that. And it begs the question, SM, why do you hate international fans? You have made it to where I can go to Target and I can buy the latest NCT album, or I can buy the Super M album. Obviously, you have some kind of connections in terms of being able to print things in the United States. I realize that a lot of it has to do with the record label that signed Super M. They printed all their Super M stuff here. But whoever's doing your distribution for NCT, because I don't think that the NCT things were released under an American label, why can't you talk to them about doing an American printing if that's the concern, is that it's just so heavy? Or at the very minimum, SM, why don't you give us the option to buy these things directly from you? We have to buy them from, I believe it's Yes24, I think is who we buy them from, via the membership. And I guess SM's got this thing where that's how they do it. Like, Yes24 is the clearinghouse for all the payments. SM provides them with the stuff. SM, you have a global shop. Why don't you just put this shit on your global shop and let me buy it directly from you? Or better yet, Taemin, let me talk to you for a minute. Taemin, I know SM's not paying you like they should. They owe you a lot of money. Why don't you open you an eBay store and like cut a deal with Isuman and be like, I will be the #1 distributor of all Shinee merch. Give me first crack. I will always order at least 200 items from whatever the merchandise rollout is, and I will establish my eBay store, and I will be the third-party distributor. Because I think that the shipping that they charged was wrong. I think the shipping of $60 could not be right. And I'll tell you why I think that. I paid $80 for this. Meg, I believe, paid around the same amount buying from a vendor on eBay. Now, that might not be a red flag to any of the rest of you, but think about it for a minute. She got one copy of this photo book, paid the same amount that I did on a group order where we split up the shipping, right? So, how is it that the Korean sellers, the resellers, could make any money if they're charging the same amount that I'm paying in a group order and I'm basically only paying for shipping and goods cost, right? So either SM is letting the third party sellers get it for a discounted rate, or SM and yes, we're trying to basically break us with the shipping, and these other third party people are like, well, I could charge the same shipping as them, but there's enough margin to go ahead and get some profit in there. But yeah, I'm really pissed off at the way that they did this. I don't think it was fair. I don't think it was right. But this is what's inside. So you've got some photo cards here, and you've got these film strips here. I'm not going to open this. I'm not going to open this, not because I don't like it, but just because it's one of those resealable things, and I just have a feeling like if I do this on camera, I'm going to tear this shit up and it's going to be really bad. But the photo cards are very pretty. Oh my gosh, look at Minho's card. He looks like a flippin' baby. He looks like an infant. That is the littlest boy. The littlest boy. And then you get some stickers, some Shiny World stickers, which I would never ever use. So that's really lovely. Then we have separate photo books for each individual member. So we've got Onu photo book, welcome home, baby. We also have Key's photo book, soft focus, I love it, coming home soon. We have Minho's photo book, coming home even sooner. And then we have Taemin, who is coming out with a new project, and every time I think about his new project, the only thing I could think of is I mean, you know, I'm not saying that songs can't share titles and things of that nature, but there's just certain phrases that are burned into the collective conscious of pop culture that just, they mean something. And I don't care where you're from. When you hear the phrase, never gonna dance again, there's really only one thing that comes to mind, and that's Careless Whisper by the George Michael. And so, you know, Taemin, I love you, and I'm sure that it's going to be something totally different and not at all related, but when I hear Never Gonna Dance Again, I just know that Guilty Feet have got no rhythm. Though it is easy to pretend, you know and I know you're not a fool. Anyway, very excited to get this. Very, very lovely. It's got this, like, silver foil. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, silver foil right there. Nice. It's a good size. Ooh, this is pretty. Like, I'm just randomly flipping through here. This is pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, so I mean, this was really expensive, but absolutely worth every penny that I paid for it. And Taemin's not even my bias. Like, y'all know, Taemin's not the bias. But this is gorgeous. This is high-key gorgeous. Wow. This is so nice. Taemin, pink is your color. Stick with that. This is really, really nice. I cannot wait to look through all this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking through this because, like I said, I'm not an unboxing channel. That's not my ministry. Oh my gosh. It's Minho's book. Ah! Oh, he gives such good face. He always has. Look at this teenager. Look at this teenager. Oh my gosh. Oh. You're so pretty. You're such a pretty, pretty baby. Oh, look at his little face right here. Look at his little face. Oh my gosh. My little boy is so handsome. My little boy is so handsome. Look at this good boy. Look at that good boy. Look at that good boy. I love you so much. I love you so much. Gosh. What a fucking privilege, right? Like, seriously. What a fucking privilege. What a privilege I have that I got to be around during the era of Shinee. Look at him. He's so handsome. I mean, fucking look at this cover. Ethereal. That's what you call that. It is ethereal. Oh, man. I'm going to be looking at this a lot. This is really, really nice. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Can't dwell on it for too long. Let's look at Key. Key's is very pretty as well. Again, ethereal. Let's see what good pictures we have in here. Oh, it's a different vibe. It is a different vibe. It's not a cutie pie vibe, but it's still a very soft vibe. Like, look at that. Isn't that soft? It's so soft. He looks so young. Oh my gosh. Key, you look like a child. You look like a child here. Like, he looks like the littlest boy. The littlest. What cuties. I cannot believe these are men approaching their 30s. There's no flipping way. No flipping way. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Supposedly this is a grown man. Supposedly this is a grown man. Someone eligible to go to the military. Fuck out of here. There's no way. No way. I mean, Key's already given us his secret for looking so young. He like bathes in all the finest oils, lotions, and potions. If you've never watched Key Know How, you should do that because it's there. But yes, oh my gosh. This is so nice. And I like this styling too. Usually I expect Key to give me something incredibly wild, but this is actually not bad. This is actually not bad. And considering the fact that this was filmed before everybody went to the military, I find it very impressive that they were able to pull off something that is so cohesive thematically for everybody, because I don't know necessarily if they all filmed it at the same time. Like, I don't know if these pictures were taken all in the same session or if everybody kind of did it when they were available. So, interesting. Look at him, he looks so shy. He looks like, can I have cookie? Oh, babies. Babies. This is worth $80. This is worth $80. And now we have Onu. Forever a boy. Forever a boy. Even though he's been looking like a real old man lately. Let us be honest, Shawwalls. Recently, watching Onu in the V-Lives, he has been looking like somebody's daddy for real, for real. Like, he has been looking like, you know, I like to go in the morning and drink coffee with my old war friends, and then in the afternoon I like to walk the dog. Like, he looks so much, he looks like the military changed him. For real, for real. But I'm not mad at that. You know, the military is one of those things that in Korea, a lot of times other men won't look at you as a man until you've done your service. And once you've done your service, people are like, oh, well, you're a man now. You're not a boy anymore. So, I mean, it's made to change you. It's not always the most positive change, but it is made to change you. Okay, let us talk about the color. Look how fantastic the color is on these pictures. That is just so nice. Oh my gosh, they did such a good job. Oh my gosh, look at him with his little sweater paws. Look at him. Oh gosh, it's so nice. Yeah, SNSD, if they did something like this, be prepared to spend $150 because I mean, look how many pages you get for every member. Look at all the pages. If you did that for every member of the SNSD that was still signed to SM, it would be very expensive. He's so cute. He's so cute. Alondra, you must listen to the read as well, because Sweater Paws is very much Ariana. Ah, gosh, he looks so good. Even when he's not smiling, he looks great. Ah, outfit change. I like this outfit though. Your waist is so tiny, dear. Look at him. Look how tiny his waist is. That's a good look though. This is a poster right there. Like I definitely would put that on my wall. Oh my gosh. I really like these backgrounds. I really like these backgrounds. Okay. That orange is just something special. Like that orange with this outfit, it feels so warm. It feels so warm. I really like this photo book. I also like the makeup. The makeup is very subtle. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to focus it but they've got like some orange shadow and maybe some orange blush and a little bit of orange lip tint, but it's not over the top. It is extremely natural looking, and it's made to fit his features. When I was complaining the other day about how the makeup makes all the K-idols look the same, there's this makeup trend that Korea's been doing for years now at this point, and it's that bitten lip look. So like they put on lip tint, but they don't put it on to the shape of the lip. They just put it kind of in the middle, and then like the edges of the lip they blur with foundation. I've never been a fan of that look. I do not like that look. It looks like you've been sucking on a popsicle, but it's the look that Korea prefers. And personally, I think it's a look that's meant to make people's lips look thinner, maybe. But yeah, I like the way that people's features look. Like if you've got full lips, show your full lips. If you've got small eyes, accentuate their shape. You know, just craft makeup that goes with that person. But like Onu's makeup here, it's so incredibly subtle, but it is such a good job of like enhancing his features. So like you can see like it's orange, but it's not like over the top. It's just really, really well done. And even like looking at this, there's no way for me to show you this in like the quality it deserves, but the eyebrows, you can see that there's actual hairs in the eyebrows. That, I know this sounds crazy, but like sometimes when they do the eyebrows for the K-pop idols, I swear they must have a stamp and they just like blot it in the eyebrow gel and then stamp it on their foreheads and then fill it in with powder. But like you can really see like Onu's eyebrow hairs. This is just fucking really super well done. This is just a really well done. I'm very much like this. This is, oh gosh, this is so gorgeous. Oh, he's in the t-shirt and the jean jacket. You look so soft. Oh, ooh, hey, daddy. Arms. Didn't see that coming. So arms, did not see that coming until just now. Wow. You work out. I dig it though. His arms, Onu's arms really are one of his best features. I mean, from what we can see, Onu has never been a skin girl. Like, he's never been one of the ones to be like, look at these abs, look at these pecs. No, he's always been like, I'm shy. But anytime we've ever seen anything from Onu, his arms have always been solid. It's nice that he decided to give us a little flash of some arm skin. That is the most we're ever going to get, but I will take it because it is a nice look. I appreciate it. Good for me. You know what this reminds me of? Follow me here. Shinee has a Japanese single that they did, that this is what it reminds me of. And I don't know why I can't think of the name of the single, but it's the pink single. I always call it the pink single because the packaging is hot pink. I'm going to go get it. I just know that It was their first OT4 single after everything. And I have it. I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be back. Sunnyside, that's what it's called. Fuck yeah. Okay, I'm back. So they don't look exactly alike. I'm not gonna lie to you that way. But like if you take that out, that color scheme, that's what this reminds me of. Yeah, this reminds me of Sunnyside. See, kind of like the way that the background, like just a studio and some clothes. That's what this reminds me of. Except for obviously this styling is a little bit different, but it's the same kind of thing. One solid color in the back, posing in the studio. That's what this reminds me of. I haven't looked at this photo book in a minute. The clothing here is atrocious. Woo! Wow, I forgot how bad these clothes were. My God. Why? Okay, these are the clothes from Sunnyside. Can somebody please explain to me what the hell is going on? Why is Minho outside in some pajamas and a satin jacket? What the hell is going on here? You already have a jacket on. Why do you have another jacket tucked into the front of your pants? What the hell is going on? I don't know. I can't call it. And then Taemin has got the biggest pants cuffs in the entire world. Again, I can't call it. I have no idea what the hell that's for, but I'm sure it's something artistic. Key has got a sweater that if somebody handed this sweater to me, I would have no idea how to put this sweater on. In fact, I'm not even sure that Key knows how to put this sweater on. I think he just said, you know what, fuck it. I will do the best I can with what you've given me. But like, real talk, this green sweater thing that he's wearing, if you just saw that laying on a table, would you know how to wear that? It's missing a whole freaking arm, but then it's got like an extra piece of fabric here for no flipping reason. It makes no sense. And he's wearing that on top of another sweater on top of a shirt. Like, what? I don't understand. I don't get it. But anywhoots, yeah. The style of the studio, it reminds me of Sunnyside. So that's the reason why I brought that out. But bringing that out and then looking at this is like day and night. The styling is 1,000 times better for this photo book than it was for that. But I imagine the reason why the styling for this was so simple is because they knew they were going to be putting it out almost a year later. And so it made more sense to do simple clothes that aren't as trendy so that it wouldn't look really terrible a year later. Because this has to have been done at minimum at least 2 years ago. Probably 2 years ago. So yeah, I have a feeling that when they did this, they said, let's keep it classic. Let's not really do too much craziness with this, because by the time it comes out, if we go too crazy with the styling, it might look very dated. So let's just keep it simple. And they did a fantastic job. I love every single outfit that Onu is wearing in his book. So like the first outfit that he's wearing is this light green shirt with a denim jacket and a pair of kind of fitted pleated khaki pants. Nothing to write home about, nothing super extreme. I mean, obviously all of these things are mad expensive, but it's not something that you would look at and be like, oh, that was, 2018's fashion. Like, you'd be like, no, that's fine. That's always going to be in style. Khaki pants, denim jacket, always going to be in style. Then the next look that they gave him in the photo book, I cannot get over his arms. Gosh darn it. The next look they gave him in the photo book was this kind of artistic white shirt tucked into these black pants with a pair of, looks to be brown shoes. Like a pair of brown loafers is not the word. I don't know what you call these shoes. They're not wingtips. Just brown shoes. Fuck it, brown shoes. But it's this outfit right here. So it's this kind of artistic, looser fit shirt, again with the pleated pants, and then the brown shoes. But again, it's not an outfit that you would look at and be like, oh, that's from 2019. It's just an outfit. And it fits him very well. It makes his waist look really nice. It's a very interesting silhouette, very classic. So, yeah, you could do this 3 years ago, you could do it today. And then this outfit is the same khaki pants from last time, but then just like a multi pattern sweater. And a multi pattern sweater will always be in style. Like, you could buy that sweater today, and in 5 years, you'll still be able to wear it. So, I think they did really good with his styling for this. Key styling is okay. I'm not as fond of key styling, but I will say for key, it is very, very mild. So, like, I love this particular picture right here. I think this styling, like the way that the shoes have the stacked color on the soles and it kind of matches the sweater, I think that's really pretty. I think that that's very classic. But this jacket that they have with it, I don't know. I think that they could have done without the jacket. I think the jacket was just an excuse to add another layer to the look. And I'm not mad at it, but I could have done without the jacket. It's not my favorite thing. But altogether, still a very classic look. He's still posing the shit out of this outfit. So, you know, if he loves it, I love it as well. The next outfit that he had is this. Honestly, this has got to be one of the plainest looks I've ever seen Key wear. Like, this is like some like actual boy clothes. That sounded bad. It makes it seem like he only wears girl clothes. I don't mean it that way. I mean like regular boy. Like a boy who does not have access to designer apparel. It's this plaid shirt with these kind of like ripped jeans. The shirt is a little bit longer than what you would see most guys wear, but with the styling currently being to wear oversized stuff, it matches. Like the arms in this shirt are incredibly long. So this looks like something that somebody bought at a big and tall shop and said, here, put this on. But I like the way it looks. I like the color. I like how they have this kind of muted gray background to go with this. And then he's got on a pair of those ugly transformer shoes. I hate these style of shoes. I know some of y'all out there love this style of shoe. This is never going to be for me. But yeah, this is like a really regular look for Key, because Key doesn't usually do that. Key's usually a lot more adventurous with his styling choices. So I like that a lot. And then let's see here. Those are the only two looks. Onu had 3 looks and Key only had 2 looks. That's kind of bizarre. That's a little bit different. Onu, Minho, sorry, I don't know why I said Onu. Minho has a different look here. He always veers to the more conservative, and so this isn't a surprising look for him. I think it's more, his hair to me doesn't match this look as much as I would prefer. I think I would prefer this look if his hair was a little bit longer, but at the same time, he could wear anything and I'd probably love it. So this is the first look that he had with this kind of printed t-shirt and then this multi patterned shirt over it and then the jeans. Like I said, I think that him with longer hair would look better with that look, but I like the way his short hair looks in these pictures, so I'm not really mad at it at all. Also, he's just fine. Now this is where things get icky. He's got this plaid jacket that he's wearing over the oversized shirt and over the t-shirt with the jeans. I just don't like that jacket. I don't like the lapels on this jacket. I think the lapels are a little bit too big on the jacket. It also looks like it's a double-breasted jacket, and usually for me a double-breasted jacket looks better when it's closed, but at the same time, he's so incredibly tall and model-esque that, again, he could wear a trash bag and he would look just fine. Again, with the ugly Transformer shoes, I don't know why those are in style. I guess it's because men desperately want to wear heels, but they don't want to be accused of trying to make themselves taller. So they wear these like chunky monkey shoes, and I don't like them. But that is a personal preference for me. So those are his looks, and then his last look that he has here is this like super logoed out denim jacket with a really beautiful mustard colored shirt, some black shoes, and black pants. I think this look is perfect. I love everything about this look. I think that this is just, it's so youthful. but not like inappropriately youthful. And then like the black pants fit him very well, the black shoes match, and it's like the right contrast. He's got all this stuff going on at the top, keep it super simple at the bottom. I really like this look a lot. I really, really dig this look. Yeah. My God, you're so handsome. You're so flippin' handsome. I love you. I mean, come on. Come on. He's so frippin' handsome. How'd you get so fine? Gosh darn it. Leave me alone. And then Taman, let's look at his looks here. So his first look is a suit that looks like it fits. Like it's not an oversized suit. It's a suit that looks like it fits. That's different. So he's in this gray suit. And the suit's not incredibly long because they go for the shorter pants in Korea for some reason. But the jacket doesn't seem super oversized. The tie matches the shirt in pattern. The cuff is a little bit longer than the jacket, but I think that's for styling purposes. It's not a bad fit, so I like that a lot. Um, but yeah, the suit is not hanging off of him. I don't know why, but because I see him wearing this suit, to me, he kind of looks like a Japanese salary man, but like not really. But I still dig the look though. Oh, I love this. I love this. Look how beautiful he is there. Look how beautiful he is. He looks like a figure in an anime or a manga. He doesn't even look like he's actually a human being. This looks like a drawing. This doesn't look like this is an actual person's face and skin. He's so pretty. Like, he's not even my taste, but he is so pretty. I could see why he is a lot of people's bias because he's just like actually legitimately beautiful. Not that the other members aren't. The other members are beautiful as well, but Taman just he's like a genderless pretty. Like if he had been born a girl, he would be beautiful. Being born a man, he's still beautiful. He's beautiful and pretty. And it's stunning. It is really stunning. So this outfit is a lot more kind of Taman-esque. It's this striped shirt with this black jacket that's got plaid designs on the inside, plain black pants. This is another really good look. It's another look that is never going to get old. The fit is correct, so it's never going to look like it's out of time or place. So that's a really good look too. And it's matched with a pair of plain black boots. So like shoe wise, there's not a lot of really interesting stuff going on. But yeah, this is a great look. This is a lot more of kind of again, a boy look rather than an idol look, in my opinion. Oh, and the back of the jacket has got like some kind of leopard print. I didn't see that from the other pictures. That's really, really nice. Oh no, the leopard print is underneath the arm. Oh, this jacket is actually quite interesting. So it's got plaid lining, and then underneath one arm, it's got the leopard print that kind of goes towards the back, and the other arm has the plaid. That is a very interesting jacket. Like that, I've never seen a jacket like that before. That's really cool. I would have picked that out if I was a stylist as well. And those are Taman's only outfits. Interesting. Onu had 3 outfits, and the rest of them only had 2 outfits each. Interesting. It's different. But anyway, that is an unexpected unboxing. I was not planning on doing an unboxing for you guys. I was planning on telling you about a missing package and then talking about how Jessie's latest single is a catastrophe and I will not be buying anything from her ever. But yeah, let me talk about that real briefly and then I'm going to get off here. Jessie released her mini album, I guess is what it is. She released her mini album today. And the single for the project is Nuna Nana. I think it's Nuna Nana. Nunu Nana. It's such a dumb title that I really feel like I shouldn't even be bothering to correct myself. But anyway, the track is called Nunu Nana, and I watched it, I listened to it, and it's a dumpster fire. It's completely awful. First of all, it's her singing, and singing has never been her strong suit. Rapping is not necessarily her strong suit either, but her voice is more suited for rapping than for singing, quite honest with you. The styling is flippin' atrocious. Like, the looks are awful. The looks are just awful. She's got this one outfit that she dances in that is like, it looks like it's either a news or a money printed bodysuit with kind of big wrist, like hanging down wrist, but it's tight all over everywhere else. But it's, like I said, it's got like, I don't know, like angel wrist? I don't know. What the hell? Bell wrist. Bell. It's got a bell shaped wrist. And she's dancing in it, and it looks awful on her. It is the worst outfit that she wears. She has another outfit that's like some like big tan panties and a white top, and then this Louis Vuitton head do-rag thing that she's got on. But the outfit, the jumpsuit that she dances in, is probably the worst outfit she wears in the entire thing. The best outfit, in my opinion, is the Mary J. Blige inspired look with the baseball jacket and then the top and the little pants. It's fine. But the jumpsuit is really bad to me for one very specific reason. Jessie has done some augmentation to her body, and depending on what angle you hit it at, it doesn't look that bad, but in other angles, it magnifies how awkward her proportions are now that they've been surgically enhanced. And that jumpsuit, that kind of see-through jumpsuit that she wears, she's wearing a pair of huge black panties underneath, and it emphasizes how square-shaped her new hips are, and it does not look good. And I don't know why her stylist didn't pull her aside and say, hey girlfriend, I know that you're interested in having everybody catch all this body yaddy yaddy, but you're looking boxy oxy oxy, so maybe we need to go ahead and go with something that isn't as revealing on this false hip shape. But it's just awful. It's just, the song is dumb. The song doesn't sound good. The styling is not great. There's a couple of scenes where Psy is pushing Jessie in a shopping cart, and the camera footage for those scenes is so wildly bad. Like, it's a different quality. I guess they must have filmed it on an iPhone or something. I have no idea. They might have filmed it on a Samsung. But it's just not. Like, straight up, it's just not. And I don't understand why Jessie doesn't work. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why doesn't Jessie work? When I look at Jessie in the context of Unpretty Rap Star, all I want is success for her. That's all I can think is, like, I really want this bitch to win. But then she comes up with stuff that is practically unlistenable, and some of the style choices she makes are just like, that is totally the wrong move. Like, I don't know if it's because she's from New Jersey, but she definitely brings some of that kind of like tacky Jersey energy with her wherever she goes. No offense, Jade, you're classy, but like, when I think of New Jersey, I think of like mobster housewives. I don't know why. It's just a thing. But I always think of like mobster housewives with like the big hair and the animal prints and too much jewelry and nails that are too long and full faces of like overly bronzed makeup. And Jessie gives me that same energy. Like, her skin is too tanned, because it's not her actual skin color. It is a tan. Her skin is too tanned. The makeup that they use doesn't emphasize her features well. And the tops are always like too little, and it emphasizes how rock hard her boobs look. And I sound like I'm body shaming when I talk about her hips and her boobs. I'm not trying to body shame Jessie. I really am not, because whatever you decide to purchase for your body, if you want big lips, if you want big titties, if you want big ass, get what you get. But it's very clear that Jessie is a very small woman, like petite of frame. She might be tall, but she is a petite of frame woman. And the additions that she has added don't melt into her frame. Like, it's not additions that look like natural. They look very much like they are suited for an industry where having larger assets makes you more money. And because they look unnatural, she looks awkward dancing and walking because it comes across very boxy. Like there's one scene in the video where she's on top of a car and she's attempting to do a twerk and it don't go nowhere. Like it don't jiggle. It must not be jelly because it don't jiggle. And I just don't understand like how that is something that you're like, yes, get a load of all this rock hard. I don't understand it. But if that's the aesthetic she's going for, that's fine. But along with that very tacky choice in modifications, the styling is tacky. It is like, how much ass can I show? How much titty can I show? How much designer patterns can I show to make it clear to the audience that I've got access to money? But none of it actually works. None of it is actually attractive. There's not a single outfit that Jessie wore in that video that I would ever think would look good on anybody. Like, it wouldn't matter if you were bony, 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 or if you were big, big, big. There's not a single outfit in that video that I would ever recommend anyone wearing anywhere. Like, not even for pole dancing. It's just not. And I don't understand why things don't happen better. Even Jessie's hair, even her hair looks a fucking mess. She's got these, kind of like, they're not space buns, they're just buns, because they're up here. Space buns are here, these are just buns. She's got these buns that are kind of like a messy bun, and I'm assuming that she has hair extensions in order to make the buns fuller, but I'm guessing she must have like the individual hair extensions instead of like weave tracks, and so the hair looks like greasy. It doesn't even look like soft or neat. It just looks greasy and clumpy. And then she has another scene where she's got these like knee-high boots and she's standing on a table while mobsters are having a poker game or something, and she's got this fall of bang and it looks greasy. It looks like somebody undid the bun real quick and just kind of like floofed it out and said, here you go. It's a terrible look. And I don't... Sigh, can I talk to you for a minute? Ask Jessie to leave the room real quick so I can talk to you for a minute. Sai, I'm never going to tell you to drop Jessie from your label because it's none of my fucking business what you want to do with your money. But I will say this. Have you considered maybe giving her a bit more advice instead of just throwing a pocketbook at her? I know you've got tons of money, Sai, so you can afford to make mistakes with things and you don't automatically have to have money coming in all the time. But I feel like the return on investment when it comes to what you're throwing at Jessie is not quite there. I feel like she needs a little bit more help. I feel like she needs like a creative director to really rein in the direction of where she wants to go and give her something a bit more polished, something a little bit more suitable, something that brings out her best. But you continuing to give her a budget for her to do whatever it is that she's doing visually is awful. And the songs sound bad. Oh my gosh. Here I am talking about styling. But styling is really important to me. Like K-pop, honestly, I wouldn't watch the videos for a lot of the stuff if the styling wasn't so captivating. It is what got me into K-pop to begin with. But the song is just like, just middling. It starts out with kind of not a slower, but like a softer singing voice for Jessie. And when I first heard that, I'm like, okay, Jessie's going to do something a little bit different because this is a lot softer Jessie than what I'm used to. But then she goes back to her very abrasive, loud voice, and it just is not cool, and it just doesn't work. And it just sounds dumb because the chorus is like no no na na no no na na no no na na, and it's just like okay I guess, but it's just a bad song. I also listened to Put It In Ya, which is the song that she did with BM and some other rapper whose name I forget now. That song's trash. BM's verse is trash. Fight me. BM's verse is trash. Like, he spends a lot of time talking about putting it on him. And I get that the song is called Put It On Ya, but it's like him telling, I'm assuming Jessie or some other girl, like, put it in my lap, put it on daddy, throw it in my face, bounce it on my lap. It's constantly, it almost sounds like he is lazy in bed. Like, honestly, when you listen to the lyrics, he sounds like he would be the worst lay. And I find that unattractive. I find it really unattractive. Also, the song sounds terrible. The song sounds really bad. So I'm going to try not to get in trouble with YouTube. So I'm not going to play any sound. I'm just going to show you what I mean about, like, just looks tacky. I'm going to show you some of these tacky looks because I feel like I'm not doing justice to this conversation if you can't see what I have seen. And once you see what I have seen, you will agree this shit looks mad tacky. Okay, so this is her. Her hair looks terrible. Who's styling her hair? Her hair looks clumpy and greasy and terrible. It doesn't look good. That's the best outfit. The outfit, the cross colors outfit is the best outfit. So this is the outfit with her, with the hair, like the bang. And it looks fucking greasy as shit. It doesn't look good. And the outfit's not really great either. It looks a lot like the outfit that CL wore to the Olympics when YG wouldn't give her any budget. And then this is her on top of the car dancing in a pair of basketball shorts. Yeah, it's not a good outfit. Her hair looks greasy. I know some chicks in the States who can give you a better weave than that. This is the outfit I was telling you about, the SpongeBob Square Hips outfit. Her hips look ridiculous in this outfit. It's not flattering. It's not flattering. But anyway, you guys can check out the video yourself if you want to take a look at what Psy has sunk his money into. Apparently, this video is number 24 on the trending page for YouTube. What? Why? In what universe does that make sense? But some people are desperate for content. Not I, but some people are desperate for content. Somebody asked me what I thought about Kang Danielle's waves. I like it. I mean, I mostly like it because of Simon, Dominic, and Jamie, but I also like it for him too. I think it's a great sounding song. He's cute. He's cute. He's not my type. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. Fucking. This is the reason why I said I had to be very careful showing you parts of that video, because I literally just got a message saying, heads up, we detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. I'm telling you, they are on me about this copyright shit. And I don't know why. I do not know why I am the one who constantly gets flagged for copyright stuff. I do nothing wrong. I do nothing wrong. What I do is valid commentary. I am protected because I am literally giving commentary about what I am showing and what you are hearing. But yet and still, YouTube, I swear, there's somebody who gets notifications when they see me live streaming, like, that bitch is live streaming again. She needs to be caught because she's going to give some type of content that is copyrighted, and we need to make sure that we block her on every avenue. Fuck you, YouTube. That's why we're not friends. But anyway, I say all that to say, Jessie's new song is trash. I don't like it. I think I'm done with her. And like, this is not the first. She did the last song I mentioned the last time I talked to you guys. The last song she did that I like was I Won't Let You Down. I Won't Let You Down was a decent song. The two songs that she's done for Psy, I can't even remember them because they were so mediocre. Do you guys remember the other two songs that she did with on Psy's label since she signed to P Nation? Does anyone here in the room remember? Anyone? Does anyone in the room remember what the other two songs that Jessie did under P Nation were? Because one of the videos had like a purpley blue background. One of the videos looked like it was on top of a tower or church or something. Yes, they were Who Dat Be and Drip. Nothing to write home about. The fact that I can't remember them lets you know what bangers they were. And I'm just wondering, like, is P Nation making money off of Jessie, or do they just release songs to give her an excuse to be on variety programs? That's what I'm wondering. Somebody answer this for me, because I feel like with me not remembering them, they can't be good. They can't be good. They can't be doing numbers in these streets. They cannot be doing streaming numbers. I refuse to believe that. So yeah, like, P Nation, are you happy with the return on investment with Jessie? I feel like P Nation makes a lot more money off of Hyuna, even though Hyuna hasn't released a lot of music since she joined P Nation. She literally just did Flower Shower. But her and her boyfriend do a lot of CF work, and I don't know if P Nation gets any of that, but if they do, then they're making their money back, because she does a lot of modeling and a lot of like commercial work. So maybe they're getting their money back on that. Crush, I feel like Crush is so cheap for P Nation that all they do is make money off of him, because he does everything himself. Like, when I look at him, I swear the only thing that that man does is hang out at the house and write song after song, and then he invites his friends over and says, "Hey, do any of you have a professional camera? I'd like to make a video today." Because he has done so much content since he joined P Nation. Like, he did Ohio just recently, and he did, I want to say the song is called Let Me In, but he did both of those recently. He's done the song with Joy. They did that song together. He's doing the Begin Again is what it's called. It's social distancing busking. He's been doing that series. He's been doing magazines. He's been working his fucking ass off ever since he joined P Nation. And he was working hard before P Nation. He was working really hard before P Nation. He did Nappa, but since he's joined P Nation, he has been put to work. And I feel like out of every artist that he has signed so far, Psy is making the most money off Crush. Like, I'm sure that the modeling money is probably amazing, but like, if we're talking about just music, we're not talking about anything else, just music, I feel like the only person on that label who is turning a profit is Crush. And that's what gets me really upset when I think about Crush sometimes, is like, you could do this yourself. Like, quarantine has proven more than anything that if you're an artist of a certain caliber, you really don't need a label. Because since quarantine has happened and all the stuff that Crush has been putting out since quarantine happened, I don't feel like that's because he has huge label support. I think it's because he's fucking in the house bored. And so he's putting out this content. But it's quality content. It's really good music. It's really good. It's a good time. And I don't feel like he needs P Nation support to do these things. The video he did for the song he did with Joy, he filmed at his own home. So, like, there were no sets involved, honestly. So, keeping all that in mind, it's really upsetting that artists feel like they have to sign with a label in order to be able to promote on music shows, in order to be able to have the press talking about them. A prime example of that, I guess, would be Hyorin. There's no doubt in your mind, my mind, anybody else's mind out there, she was the most talented member of Sistar. Period, point blank. There was no one in Sistar outmatched her in terms of talent. She could dance better than Soyu. She could sing better than Soyu. Bora would probably be like the next in line for dancing, and then Soyu would be the next in line for vocals. She could rap better than Bora. Like, Hyorin had it all in terms of a musical performer. She goes out on her own and she does Bridge Entertainment, I guess, or Bride. I think it's called Bride. Bride Entertainment, for her to promote herself. She releases banger after banger after banger. Cisse, Dolly, Bay, those songs are fantastic. They still work now. You could still listen to those songs now and they still absolutely work, right? Nowhere. She gets a little bit of variety performance here. She gets a little bit of a performance there, but nothing is selling like that. And I don't understand how it's not selling. All I could think is the PR machine that is Starship is what kept Hyorin in everybody's eyes. And once the PR team for Starship was gone, these channels and these other forms of publicity did not want to hear it from her if there wasn't the system backing her up. But then you've got somebody like Jessie, who Hyorin can literally sing circles around and can dance circles around. And she's with P Nation and she's getting multiple videos and she's on everybody's variety programs recently. And so it's just like, I can only think that somebody like Crush was looking at P Nation as like, this is the lesser of the evils that I could go with. And this will continue to make sure that I can be seen. Like, that literally has to be the only positive for him for signing with P Nation. It can't be anything else. It really can't be anything else. He's putting out about the same amount of music with P Nation as he did with Amoeba Culture. So what could it be besides that? You know? But yeah, I guess, it's not even about money talking. It's about connections and relationships, and being with a label that has some type of prominence gives you relationships. Same thing with E-High. E-High's got a strong enough reputation in Korea where she probably didn't have to sign with AOMG, but she's like, I've seen what has happened with other people that try to do it on their own, and that's not who I am. One, because I'm a woman and they're not going to give me the chance, but number two, I kind of need a little bit more support. And so she signed with the lesser of the evils and she went ahead and went with AOMG, which I still think is a great move on her part. I really love that that's where she went. But yeah, like, I think that she looked at it and like, I could either try to do this by myself, or I could go ahead and sign with a label that I think will at least listen to me when I say I'm ready to put out music and not put me on the back burner because we can only do 5 comebacks a year. Fuck out of here. But yeah, it's just, it's unfortunate. It makes me sad. It makes me very, very sad. Oh, while we're talking about people who went on their own, let's talk about Zico real quick. So the title of this live stream is Missing Package because I thought this was going to be my package that had my used copy of Zico's album in it, but it's not. Don't know where the hell that thing is. I'm going to have to write the seller. Any hoots, he has enlisted, which it's time. It's time. A lot of Block B has enlisted. But I'm very concerned about his label because if it was just Zico on his label, I wouldn't give a damn. We wouldn't even be having this conversation. But Dawn is signed to Zico's label. And I'm wondering what's going to happen with that young man's career while his label head is in the military. Because I think technically you're not allowed to make any money when you're in the military. Let me flip that. Like, you're allowed to have, I guess, passive streams of income if you're in the military, but you're not allowed to, like, work. So if you're a musician, you're not allowed to release music while you're in the military, and you can't do concert performances and things like that while you're in the military. If you were a salaryman, you can't show up to board meetings and make decisions while you're in the military. So with that being said, Zico is the CEO of his own label, but his label now has an artist under it. How is he going to manage this artist without it seeming like he's doing money-making activities? And I don't want Zico to get in trouble while he's in the military because his reputation needs to stay as clean as possible because he's taken some major hits to his reputation. But yeah, how is he going to manage Dawn while he's in the military? How is that going to work out? So I'm worried about dude because he's very, very talented, and I think that he deserves to have a company that is actually actively there for him. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I've been talking for an hour. Was not intending to talk for an hour. I really thought I was going to show you these missing items, but they didn't come. But what did come is flippin' magnificent. It is the best. And for those of you who are just joining me, go back and watch me fangirl over this for like a half an hour or more because it's just so lovely. It's so gorgeous. This was worth it. This was worth it. I mean, it wasn't. I wouldn't want to go through the headache that I had to go through to get this again because that fucking sucks. But in terms of like, is it worth the price paid? 110%. I would have paid. I would have easily paid another $40 for this if I had to. It is worth it. It is. This is really, really nice. This is really, really nice. I like this a lot. Oh, it's got an SM merchandise number on it. The SM merchandise number for this is 12936. Interesting. But yeah, it was a good time. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. Hopefully I won't see you for another couple of days. Hopefully not. Hopefully I won't have any more reasons to live stream for the next couple of days. Maybe the universe will calm the fuck down. Oh, before I go, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I am sorry. I know I said every time I say I'm going to go, I talk for another 30 minutes. But this time I swear I'm not going to talk for another 30 minutes. This is just a little side note, tangent, whatever else. Wear your fucking mask. Wear your fucking mask. It doesn't take a lot of work to do it. It's not a big inconvenience. It's not going to hurt anybody for you to wear a mask. But wear your fucking mask. Today, the news, when I woke up this morning, the news was saying how Herman Cain died of COVID. And for those of you who don't live in the United States, you'll have no idea who this man is. Herman Cain is an older black man. He was 74 years old, but he was a person who grew up in poverty, but eventually made it to be like in the CEO and boardrooms of several big companies. I think at one point he worked for Burger King and PepsiCo, and then he ended up being the CEO of Godfather Pizza. But yeah, he was like a higher up in a lot of big companies, and he got there through sheer force of will, hard work, really putting his nose to the grindstone. And about, I would say 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, he ended up running for president. I think he ran for president against, well, he was one of the people that was running for president while Trump was running for president. And I think he was one of the first people to bow out of the election and then endorse Trump. And ever since then, no, I think he ran for president the year before Trump. I don't know. I get the dates mixed up. Anyway, he was an early endorser of Trump. And he always has been somebody who has spoken up in favor of the GOP, the Republican Party, and he's been very vocal about the fact that he, Ben Carson, Candace Owens, Omarosa, a lot of those people believe that African Americans are not beholden to the Democratic Party. In America, it has been kind of over the years assumed that black people vote Democrat because the Democratic Party is the party of black people. But Candace Owens, Herman Cain, a lot of these other people have been saying how, you know what, that assumption is harming black people. We should be allowed to vote for whichever candidate is going to best serve our community. And while in principle I do agree with that, I absolutely, under no circumstances, believe that Trump was the best candidate for African American people, as he has very much demonstrated recently. But here's where the tragic part comes in, besides the fact that the man is dead. President Trump held a political rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma on June the 20th. Why do I know the day? Because he wanted to have the rally on Juneteenth, which is a day when the last population of African Americans found out that they were emancipated from slavery. It happened in Texas. And so a lot of us on social media were like, it's really fucked up that you're going to have one of your rallies filled with racism and bias on a day that's meant to celebrate our release from bondage. So it got pushed to the very next day, June the 20th. And Herman Cain was there along with several other African American representatives to support President Trump. And they were in this large convention center with no masks on. The pictures are still on the internet. No masks on. And Herman Cain had tweeted from his Twitter account previous to that. The tweet has since been deleted. Like, we're going to this rally. There's no mask because people are fed up. And he was one of those people who was like very much in support of the president's ramblings about no one needs a mask, COVID is not a big deal, and there's going to be a couple people get sick, but it's just basically a flu, why are we overreacting? He very much fell into that camp. Well, 2 weeks after attending this rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, he was diagnosed with COVID, and for the last month or so, he has been in the hospital trying to recover from COVID, and it did not happen. He did not recover, and he passed away today. And even in death, the people who are his representatives have said that they don't think that he got it at the rally. They think that he had been traveling back and forth from Arizona, and that in a lot of his travels he was not wearing a mask, so he could have gotten it anywhere. But it doesn't matter if he got it in Tulsa. It doesn't matter if he got it in Arizona. It doesn't matter where he got it. The fact of the matter is, he should never have got COVID because he should have been wearing a mask. This is a man who had stage 4 cancer at one point and beat it. He recovered from stage 4 cancer. Stage 4 cancer killed my stepfather. It is something that once you get that far, it is almost impossible to beat. It is like winning your local lottery. It is that freaking special. And somebody who has that kind of a medical history should absolutely not be out in huge crowds, not wearing a mask, not protecting themselves from all of the freaking germs and other things out there. Whether it's during COVID or likewise, if you are somebody who has a medical history like that, you should absolutely be taking care of yourself. But it's gotten to this point where in America, we are so fucking politicized that if your political party says that science is lying and you don't have to follow the dictates of good sense, you're not going to. And blindly following a political party and going against your better sense has caused this man to lose his life. And he's not the only person at that rally who died. Apparently somebody else who introduced Trump on the podium, like one of these big group organizers or whatever, he has died from COVID as well. So we now know of at least 2 people that attended this Tulsa rally who have died of COVID. Because everyone wants to make the statement that we don't need no fucking mask, we don't need to use antibacterial spray, we don't need to wash our hands. It's just a big ploy by the Democratic Party to bring down the economy and ruin our good time. And it's just like, why are you so mad that all you have to do is put on a mask? You don't even have to do anything else. They're not making people wear gloves to shop in stores. They're not making people wear hazmat suits. The stores are still open at their regular hours. I went to the mall in Pueblo. The malls are now opening up again. Yet and still, because this whole thing has been so fucking politicized, you have people literally risking their lives to prove a point. I talked a few weeks ago about a little girl, well, not little girl, a teenager, 17 years old, whose mother took her to a church event that was a COVID party because they wanted to prove that COVID was not a big deal and better for your kid to get it like chicken pox so they can get over it and then move on. But this girl actually had a really significant and complicated health history. So exposing her to one of these COVID parties actually landed her with fucking COVID. And then her mother, who is a nurse, a registered nurse, instead of taking her daughter to the hospital when she noticed that her daughter was turning blue, she put her daughter on an oxygen tank at the house and fed her the hydroquinone, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, gave her that medicine, and then waited until this baby was basically losing her body temperature to take her to the hospital. And even then, once getting her to the hospital, was refusing certain treatments and trying to insist that they treat her with more of the quinone, I think is what it's called. And this baby died. And then her mother has the unmitigated gall to start a GoFundMe to raise money to pay for this child's funeral expenses. I'm not making the story up. Get on the internet and find it yourself. And why is all this happening? Because of fucking Facebook misinformation teams, because of people wanting to believe that anything that goes against their personal belief system must be from the enemy, from people just so badly wanting to be on a team side. I'm not on anybody's fucking side but my own. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about the Democrats. I don't give a fuck about the Republicans. I'm on Samantha's side. That's whose side I'm on. And being on my side means protecting myself. Being on my side means wearing a fucking mask. Being on my side means protecting my child and making her wear a mask. And I just don't get how people can override their own need to protect their own lives and the lives of those they love to prove a political point. I don't know if the state is going to bring charges against this woman. I sincerely hope that they will. I sincerely hope that, if nothing else, child abuse charges. If you can't get her for voluntary manslaughter or, third-degree murder, get her for child abuse charges. Because at the end of the day, there's never been a single politician who has offered to pay my bills. Even though Trump sent us this check and then sent us a letter in the mail saying, hey, I sent you a check, bitch. You like me now? They don't pay my bills. I pay my bills. I take myself to the hospital if I need to go to the hospital. I take myself to work. I am responsible for my livelihood and the livelihood of those around me. And I do not feel the need to risk my livelihood, risk my life in order to prove that some supreme leader is right when they say that this disease, this illness, this virus is not a big deal. There are people dying all over the place. It's not just people in America. It's people dying all over the place. But why are so many people in America dying? Because we are a fucking selfish ass country, and if it doesn't suit what we want to do, we don't fucking do it. And I've gotten to the point in the game now where I'm just like, you know what? I hope it takes you. I hope it takes you. And I feel terrible. I feel terrible saying that. But if you are going to be so fucking dumb and just belligerent and not listening to anything even resembling common sense, then I hope you get what you asked for. I mean, to the point that people who live in states where face masks are mandatory are wearing fucking lace face masks. Lace face masks. What kind of protection is that for you? But again, it's to prove a point. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. But I'm letting you guys, I'm talking about this to you guys because most of you who watch me are in America, but there are a few of you who live in other countries and you don't get how fucking wild it is to be here in America. But this is just an example of how wild it has gotten, how beyond the pale it has gotten. It has gotten to the point where it's almost dystopian. I feel like I am living in an extended version of Black Mirror. And so I feel bad for Herman Cain and his family. I feel bad that he risked his life to be in support of somebody who didn't give a damn about him. Like literally today, Herman Cain died and Trump did a tweet about some pizza company that isn't even the pizza company that Herman Cain was the CEO of. Wah, wah. So, I'm buying K-pop more than I have in a good while because I'm trying to cheer myself the fuck up. But goddamn, like, I believe in Jesus. I do. I've talked about my Christianity on here before. I am a person of faith. But I also feel like God gives us common sense for a reason. He's like, listen, I can only carry you so far. There's some things you're going to have to do on your own. And people have got to start using their common sense. You have got to start wearing your mask. You have got to start protecting yourself out here. You can't see it. You cannot see COVID. You can't. It's not like somebody breaks out in purple bumps that lets you know that they have COVID. It is untraceable. There are people who are asymptomatic, who are carriers that can give you COVID and they're not coughing and sneezing and trying to catch their breath. We don't know who these people are. We have got to protect ourselves. You have got to protect yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for you. Be selfish. Protect yourself. But anyway, I wanted to make sure I left with that because you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Straight up. You guys have a great day. I will talk to you later.